United States, it's your birthday. We talked about this yesterday. If it's your birthday, it is your day. People buy you presents. People take you to dinner. You get everything for free.
Off the work day? In Spain,
no,
it's not typical.
No.
But in US,
You probably still work on your birthday. Yeah. But it's your day.
Yeah.
People are going to bring you cupcakes. They're going to bring you presents and birthday cards. And at night, someone is going to take you to dinner and pay.
In Spain, it's against.
And in Spain, it's opposite. And I was like, what? It's my birthday. I'm not paying.
Yeah.
No, that's, no way. So that is different. Government. So we have the president in the United States versus the king here, right? That's different. Medical. So medical here is much better than in the United States. We pay a lot of money. And it's not wonderful. So half my paycheck when teaching was going to medical. And even though that was going to my medical plan, when I went to the doctor, I still had to give him a copay and money. Mm-hmm. So you're paying, and then you're paying, and then you're paying. So it's, from what I hear, the medical here in Spain is wonderful. If you have the public medical, Education. There's a big emphasis here that you should go to school and learn many languages. Spanish, English, maybe French. In the United States, we don't care. English. You need to learn English. And if you want to learn something else, okay.
In Spain, it's the same a few years ago.
A few years ago, right? But now with the crisis, right? You want
now, but a little time ago.
Right.
Before.
And I think though in Europe, like Tatiana, who's one of our teachers, in her school in England, it was mandatory. You had to take another language. And so she knows Spanish, she knows French and English. Nobody made me take a language. I chose in high school to take one. I took Spanish and didn't remember anything because I didn't practice it. But it wasn't a big deal like it is, I think, here. So, and the other thing is the kids, the children.
Yeah.
From what I hear, in the United States, you are the teacher, and yes, you have bad kids. You always have some kids that are bad, but they respect you. Sit down, they sit down. Give me your work, they give me. They're very respectful to me. I am the teacher, I am up here. And in Spain, very disrespectful. So there's a big difference too. Us teachers in the United States, we don't get paid a lot, but we're held at a very high standard. A police officer, a doctor, a firefighter, a teacher. I mean, we're up here. So that's different.
But the teenagers, the same in Spain, in some schools.
Some schools.
Because if you go in the secondary school in the United States, are dangerous
and then you lose some of it. Yeah. Well, that's because the age.
Yes.
You get to high school and they think they know it all, right?
It depends the area.
Yes, and the area, absolutely, absolutely. And then Social Security is different. We pay into it and you pay into it, but I feel like you get more out of it than we get out of it at this point. So we both have it, but it just is used differently.
Do you stay here more sure than in the United States or not?
Say it again?
You're sure here in Spain than in the United States?
From what I've understood.
More security, yeah.
Yes. And our Social Security, there's always talk of it not being there anymore.
No.
So we're still paying into it, but we might not see it when we get older. So we'll see.
Yeah.
Land. So we have scenery is another word. And the views, similar and different depending depending on where you go. We have our mountains and our lakes, and we have our oceans, and we have our Gulf. So it just depends. But then when you get to the next one, the architecture is so different here than in the United States. Spain is so old, and it has such history, and it's beautiful, and the old buildings. Where in United States, no, everything's new. You can't say 200 years is old, you know. So, so the architecture. Is definitely different. We have states and you have communities, right? And then, or we have states. We're divided into states, and then we have small communities inside the states. You have big communities. You're divided into communities, and then you have